So it's definitely been ages since I've posted anything regarding the London journey. And I figured today was as good of day as any to record another new message. I kind of wanted to go through a little bit of a summation of the year. Not that the year is over, but the year thus far. I will actually be finishing my dissertation this summer. I am quite ahead of it at the moment. We finished all of the data collection way back in March, and then as you know, things happen. Other school projects got in the way. Physiology lab reports, biomechanics lab reports, biomechanics lab practical. But all of those have gone really, really well. So now all I'm having to finish is my dissertation write-up and my placement presentation, which placement just means internship, and I was doing that at Lee Valley Athletics Center, working with Paralympic throwers. I haven't been able to get out there as much, but I still chat with the athletes quite regularly. But it's been a busy term, to say the least. Been running around quite a lot, as I'm sure some of you know, for friends on Facebook. But it's definitely been a good year of growth, both intellectually and psychologically. It's definitely been a good year. Physically, it's also been a good year, working on all of my lifts here with the MDX weightlifting team, which has been awesome. Competed in 2 British national level meets, the English Championship and the British Universities, where I ended up taking second in my weight class, which is pretty awesome. And I actually have this lovely medal to show for it, which is kind of cool because I never medaled at a national meet in the US over all the years that I competed in a national level. So it's been it's been good. Way back in May on my birthday, I got to spend my birthday with my weightlifting teammates at the MDX Sports Ball, and I was absolutely blown away when they gave me the Weightlifting Sportsperson of the Year award, which was kind of awesome. And my teammate Cyril won the Sportsperson of the Year for all the men in all the sports, and rightfully so. He's quite a talented lifter. But it's been amazing. I realize that I've been here about 9 months, which has gone by really fast, but also kind of slow. Like, I don't know, when I very first was leaving everything I knew, I was like, oh my gosh, like a year is gonna be so long, and here we are 9 months in, and it actually doesn't feel it actually just it's flown by. Yeah, I mean, I'm a few short months away from finishing my master's degree. I will have a master's in sport and exercise science, which I mean, provided I don't completely drop the ball on this dissertation. But I have a great supervisor. Obviously, my supervisor is also my lifting coach, and my lifting team has become my London family. And they are awesome. Finding out we have all sorts of crazy things in common. And I think the thing that I love the most is how much we have in common, but from how many different places of the world that we've been. And I think that's one of the things that I'm most grateful for being here is all of the different people I've met and all of the different parts of the world that I've seen, which was part of my goal. Was to travel more, and I have added several countries to my list. Let's see, I've been to Wales and Ireland and Germany and Switzerland and Romania and Belgium. All of these trips have been pretty amazing, and they continue to have an impact on me and on my thinking. And I actually now carry a little reminder of all of the different countries that I have traveled to. Each one of these represents one of the countries that I've been to. And it does indeed have the U.S. on it as well. Got to represent the home country. But this summer I will be looking to add 3 new countries, very short order. And so I have quite a number of trips planned this summer. But the whole point of the London journey was to take a chance and to find something in this world, to find a work-life balance, to find a life, something that was just beyond work. And needless to say, it's been a good journey. Obviously, a lot of things have changed, because I don't think I would have recorded myself crying on camera and then uploaded it. But it continues to be a journey, and I needed to find my place. And the more I've gone searching for my place and my purpose, the further away from it I actually feel. Obviously, I am quite skilled at what I do professionally. I've been very fortunate and dedicated and determined in my professional life. And coming here, the goal was to expand everywhere else, in every other aspect of my life, and see what happens there. So 9 months in, I can happily say I have no clue what anything past September holds for me. I have no idea. I can indeed safely say that I am going to do my best to stay abroad, whether that means that I stick around and get a PhD and continue on with formal education, or if I find a job that offers me sponsorship or otherwise helps me stay either in the UK or anywhere else in the world. I don't feel like I'm ready to come back to the US, and perhaps naive to say, I don't intend on coming back, so I will do whatever it takes. And if you know me, then I'm pretty true to my word, and if I'm determined to do something, clearly I will do it. But tossing around the idea of a PhD, I've been on several job interviews, and I went from exactly 0 jobs to having 2. I now have 2 jobs that will start sometime within the next week. One of them is within my field and working with youth athletes on strength and conditioning and just teaching them how to perform human movements better. Real basic things. And I did a trial run of it with the company a few days ago, and it was an absolute blast to work with kids again. And then the other job will be working in the borough market in one of the stalls there selling jams and chutneys. So I will get to see people from all over the world in one of my favorite parts of London, which is the market. I love the market. The only thing is whatever money I make at the market, I'll probably just turn around and spend at the market. One of my favorite coffee places is in the market. The amount of amazing food stalls in the borough market is pretty, I could eat lunch there every day and never get tired of it. And it's just a good market. So, you know, I needed a job for fun. So we'll see where those jobs take me as I continue on this summer with working on my dissertation, doing quite a bit of travel. I'm going to aim to hit 3 new countries in the month of July, which should be fun. And then at the end of August, I will be taking a trip to Barcelona to compete in the World Masters Weightlifting Championship. I will be going with my MDX weightlifting teammates who will be representing, one will be representing Britain, another one will be representing Denmark, and then obviously I will be representing the USA. So that will be fun. And then the day I get back from Spain, I swap out all of my stuff in my bag and immediately go back to the airport to fly up to Scotland, which I know sounds weird since we're all on the same island, but I am in London and I need to go to the very far north of Scotland because I will be canoeing for 5 days from Fort William back to Inverness, and I will be camping. And I'd like to say that I'll be off the grid, but chances are the area we're in will probably have cell phone service, so we'll see. Maybe I'll just forget to take an extra battery and just let my phone die and go off the grid, not talk for a week. That would be kind of nice. And then that brings us to September, where my placement presentation is due and my dissertation is due. So obviously it's going to be quite busy the next few months, but undoubtedly we'll get this finished because doing work is what I do. But that's a bit of the summation of the year that I've learned a lot in education. I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about the world. And I've learned that while I started this journey and thought that within a year I would magically find what I was looking for, the opposite has actually happened, where the harder I've tried to find it, the more it's just stayed hidden. So I plan on continuing to see what's out there, to find the world. Some inspirational, motivational quote here, because you all know how fond of those I am. But it's been a good year. It's been a good 9 months. And I don't regret a single bit leaving behind everything I worked so hard for, and leaving behind everything I knew, and leaving behind the country that I knew, like leaving behind all the comforts that I knew. And while London is not that different from the US, moving to London opened the door to the rest of the world for me. And so for that, I am definitely very grateful. But stay tuned. Maybe I will do a London journey about all of the different experiences on my travel, especially since I have so many coming up. But in case you're wondering, I do post hundreds of photos on Facebook, so if you feel like looking through all of those, please let me know. But if you have anything you'd like to ask, please let me know, and I would be happy to answer it on my next video. But until then, I miss everyone, and I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!